And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Kansas City Royals going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And today's starter, Mitch Keller. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes this stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
The pitch. Line drive, caught! And here now, the lineup for the Royals. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And a pitch. And it goes just foul. Right-hander kicks, deals. Off the plate, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swing and a ball popped up. Peguero moving under this one. And makes the grab. 2 away. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Salvi is a star in Kansas City. He debuted with the Royals as a 21-year-old, helped them win a World Series in 2015. In fact, he did more than help. He ended up being the World Series MVP. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Kicks and deals. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Down in order. And now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. You're dialed into the show.
Well, this is a guy that usually turns in a very good outing. People like playing behind him. Everyone seems to be loose, and the offense tends to get going. So, you look at an opposing lineup, when they see him out there in the mound.
We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. Singy, we're looking at a really young lineup here, so not much experience, but it also means they're going to bring a lot of energy to the table most days.
Well, we're in a golden age of young players. I mean, these players, they're getting up to the majors. They're dominating from a young age, bringing home plenty of hardware early in their careers. I mean, before they even get to free agency. So, when you consider all of that, I love seeing the kind of energy that a team like this brings to the yard every day in and day out.
And that one is lifted in the air. Isbell trots over to his left, makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And that quickly 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And first offering is fouled off. Singy, Zach Greinke, a guy that even while he's been playing, he likes scouting amateur talent in person and watching guys on video. Well, In the 2012 year when he was with Milwaukee, he went into their draft room and there was video on the screen of a certain player, and he pointed at the screen Greg did and said, "That's the guy you should take with your first pick. He's the best player in the draft." And it turned out to be his future teammate, Corey Seager. Up next for the Pirates, Jack Suwinski. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And that ball is out of here. A two-run homer, and they add a pair. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
And now, Connor Joe. That one's in there, 0-1. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So the Royals bring on a new arm, number 69.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
Smoked on the ground a second. Throw to first is in time, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. Back after this on the show. MJ Melendez steps in for the Royals. Here comes the pitch. On the ground to short, Peguero. And a quick out, number 1.
That is it. The designated hitter, Nelson Velasquez.
And here is Nelson Velasquez. Gets under it and pops it up. Bay in position. And there are 2 down.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Michael Massey stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
1-0.
Misses off the inside, and that's ball 2. Kicks and fires. He swings and fouls one off. Here's a 2-1.
Ball.
Drew
3-1.
Waters waiting for a turn at the plate. In for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Sneaks through, base hit.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Drew Waters stands in. 0-1. To the right side. They get the force, and that is that. Royals lead 1. They trail things here 2-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, here's Miguel Andujar.
The designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
And the pitch. Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball one.
One ball, no strike.
And he takes a strike. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Right two.
That's in there. And it's 1-2. High fly ball out to center field. Isbell under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting eight, the right field.
So up next, Josh Palacios. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 40 getting loose out there. Cruz warming up as well. Bounced up the middle. Witt over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Liover.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Liover Peguero. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
And a pitch.
That's a ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Here's a 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Bay takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Liner, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
He was all over that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those.
And that'll fall for a base hit. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. And they're up by 3.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Reached on an infield single his first time.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
New pitcher in the game for the Royals, number 40.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the guys in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
To first, that is the inning. But the Pirates strike on this run-scoring double. It's now 3-0. You're watching me. Here's Nick Pratto.
Leading up for Kansas City, the first baseman,
Keller back to work.
Pratto.
On the ground to the left. Leadoff man retired here in the third. And now it's Kyle Isbell.
The center fielder, number 28, Kyle Isbell.
And a foul ball. The pitch.
Ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Kyle Nicholas.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Bounce to third. Hayes whips it across, and they're down to their last out. Number 11 will hit next. 0 for 1 so far. Going one. Nicholas, 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. And that one is in for a strike. Right-handed reliever. And down on strikes he goes. That's the ball game.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop, a base hit, and a home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.
A shutout in this one. 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.